Two old people on a couch here. I'd like to welcome you and thank you for viewing the video.
Make America great again, from sea to shining sea. It's a land of the free, my friends, the one for you and me. Let's go!
It is midweek Wednesday, and I am Debbie, and this is Mark, and we are two old people on a couch, and I think I hit a button.
I feel old today.
You do?
It's been a long week so far. I've been dragging.
It's been a fast week for
I
me.
don't know if I've got a sinus infection or something, but I'm not sleeping good, so I'm dragging through the day. I'm making it though.
Okay,
I'm doing
good.
good. I just got one thing today, if you don't mind me interjecting here at the beginning,
please.
is I gotta watch what I project. I have a power here lately. You know how I said, well, Stoop's gonna coach, you know?
Yeah.
As soon as I heard, he was gonna leave, I was like, well, Stoop's gonna coach. Boom, he's coaching.
Yeah.
Right? And then I said, and all the other things we've predicted with the
It was right there on the floor.
There it is. All right. We've been predicting the future with this thing.
Yeah.
It's been getting dangerously
Close.
accurate, right? So I projected. So, I'm a janitor, right? I'm semi-retired. So I'm in there, and these kids are running amok, and they got the classroom's a mess. Their desks are a mess.
Yeah.
Teacher says, I made them clean out their desks. So I said, I'll come down there and I'll give them a pep talk, right?
No, okay.
So I go in there, I'm like, kids, you got to be respectful. You got to keep your desk clean. You got to pick stuff up off the floor. And most of all, you got to be respectful to your teacher. Listen to her. If you have a clean environment, right, and you're listening to your teacher, you're going to have a better experience here at school, right?
Yes.
Things are going to go better. The teacher's going to be happier. And you're going to have a lot more fun if you just do what you're supposed to do, right?
Yes.
And they're all like,
Yeah.
Well, there's still stuff on the floor today. But that being said,
yes,
I said, you don't get paid to pick up the papers on the floor, right?
Right.
And but it's I have to pick them up whether you do or don't. That's my job. I got to pick them up. But I said you can be kind to other people and work with other people, right?
Yes.
And just do it to be nice.
Yes.
And so I said that and go, just like it'll come around. I said to the teacher, I said, Miss Givens could get a flat tire, right?
Yes.
I would change her flat tire for her.
Yes.
I don't get paid for it.
Right.
Nothing. Just being nice.
Just being nice.
Okay. Guess what happened to Miss Givens today coming to work?
She had a flat tire.
She had a flat tire. She's like, ran over a piece of sharp metal, got a flat tire. But she also works at Love's sometimes, right? Well, they one of the employees at Love's saw her, stopped, changed her tire for her.
Oh, that was nice.
So
that was nice.
So I told her, I go, man, I'm sorry, next scenario, whenever I come into your room, I'm going to say, whenever Miss Givens wins the lottery, right? She's going to win the lottery.
Yeah.
And then she's going to take some of her, money and help people that are less in need.
Yeah.
But after she wins the lottery. And she goes, I'd appreciate that,
appreciate
Mark.
it. That's a
Give
better
me that
scenario.
It's
a better one.
Next time you come into my room.
Okay.
So, hopefully that would project. So it's powerful. What you think happens sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Wow.
Sometimes. You want to get out to furry friends?
Yeah, let's get out to furry friends.
Furry friends, let's all get to those furry friends.
We are.
That thing is just acting
Okay.
sluggish today. You might have to run the show here.
So, boot up number 1 so we can know who these are. This is Bubba
Yeah.
and Rudy. Bubba and
That's
Rudy.
number 1. Okay. Let's do this one more time.
Furry friends, let's all get to those furry friends.
This is Bubba and Rudy, sent in by Corey and Cynthia.
There, it works now.
Yes. And look how adorable they are.
Oh.
Bubba is in the recliner.
Yeah.
And Rudy is on the floor on her bed.
Rudy's chilling, going,
yeah.
Hey.
Why are you taking pictures of me?
Should I be interested in something? Because,
I'm trying to take a nap.
But I feel like eyes are upon me right now. And he turned around like, I feel the presence of Corey and Cynthia staring at me. And then, the other...
Bubba's like, I'll pose for you.
Yeah, I'll get up here.
Yeah.
Plus, I want petted afterwards.
Yeah,
If I get a
absolutely.
picture,
Absolutely.
I need petted. They're adorable.
But they're both adorable puppies, and Corey and Cynthia have a channel, which is
absolutely. Hold on. I won't mess it up this time. There we go.
Corey and Cynthia Davis.
Yeah.
So,
And
so we will link them in the description below. If you haven't checked them out, go and check them out.
they
They
got to
are
do a show
wonderful people.
about the puppies.
Yeah,
Just running around.
yeah, they
You
should
know,
show their puppies.
Whatever the puppies like,
Mhm.
they should highlight the puppies one day.
Mhm.
That'd be a good show.
It would be a good show. And if you want to send in your furry friend, you can send it to twooldpeopleonacouch@gmail.com. Right there.
All right.
twooldpeopleonacouch@gmail.com.
I still don't know why you moved the lower thirds to be up on our two.
If
Why'd
I
you
did,
do
I
that?
didn't mean to.
See, okay, I'll move it back down.
Yeah. Okay.
What
Oh,
else
easy.
did I had one other thing I gotta say real
Mhm.
quick is we didn't do a grumpy on Tuesday
No.
because Greenhorn 1 Acre was under the weather.
Mm-hmm.
But he was excited about doing it.
Yes.
And he wasn't sure if he had the technology. I said, man, you just need your phone. Try this link.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I came home from lunch one day and I just booted up the computer and
Mhm.
left it
Mhm.
running so that, he had a sore throat.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, I got a scratchy throat, maybe Thursday.
Okay.
So we're going to try again on Thursday.
So try
So
again
he's got
tomorrow.
a scratchy throat,
Mhm.
right? So he beamed in
Yes.
don't know
Beamed
what-
in to Studio Y.
to
Cat
Studio
Karen
One.
was here.
Karen and
and
Fred.
Fred. Oh, yeah.
And they were slow dancing.
Karen, you were slow dancing with Fred?
I mean,
Oh, my.
those
What's
two
going on here?
age difference
Yeah.
ain't right.
And,
And,
yeah.
their politics
is not
way
right.
off.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know what's going on there, but
Mm.
they didn't know that the computer was
Karen says
booted.
nothing's going on.
Okay.
Yeah. Karen denies the whole thing.
It's on video.
Recording.
Greenhorn took a screenshot of
Mhm.
it
Yeah.
and then sent it to me,
Yeah.
so I got proof. So
Okay.
that's going on.
Okay. Uh-huh. Stop.
I didn't say we've got that going on.
Well,
I just
you-
said
pretty
that's
close.
going on.
That's
All right.
pretty close. You want to get out to the news?
Yeah, let's get
Okay,
out to
let's
the
get out
news.
to the news. Okay, so we got lots of stuff going on,
Okay.
and it's getting crazier by the minute.
All right.
So, so we have conservative Republicans reportedly plot government shutdown over the jibby jab rules as Friday's deadline looms. So we are facing another shutdown of the government, and
How?
the Republicans
Why
are
is that up again so quickly?
because they only put it off for 3 months, and it's been 3 months.
I'll tell you one thing though
hmm
that's really ticking me off is the jibby jab is not mandatory for the Congress.
Oh my!
Did you know? I mean, you had to have known that. I
think
mean, it's
I did.
ridiculous
I did know that.
that they mandate it on companies over 100.
100, and not for.
Well, there's like how
Yeah.
many in
Mhm.
Congress?
Yeah.
200 something?
hmm Yeah, so think about that. hmm
Yeah, it's just
Think about that.
Yeah.
But there are some countries overseas, and I don't know which ones, but they're going to start fining people that don't get it. So they're gonna. It's going to cost you money if you don't get it now.
That's not going to
They're
fly
finding
here in America.
A new tactic now.
That would be the yeah. That's not
That's a
going
new
to fly
tactic.
in America.
Well, I'm just
All right.
saying.
All right,
I'm
what
just
else
saying.
do we got?
Okay. So then we have Fauci. He comes out and says there's 8 things we need to do about this new variant. So
Yeah.
you ready for this craziness?
Blow it off.
No.
Have some fun.
No.
Live life normal. That's
No.
what he said.
No, it's not. Go to the next slide. and
All
I'll show you.
right.
You know what he said. He said, get vaccinated against
Yeah, they
the
want.
CV.
Yeah.
If,
Science.
you're already vaccinated, get a booster shot.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
gonna happen. Not
Use
gonna happen.
masks.
Not gonna happen.
Avoid crowded places.
Not gonna happen.
Gather outdoors when possible. Social distance from others. Avoid everyone. Get tested.
Yeah, listen, people. Don't get
and isolate
tested.
if you're sick in quarantine.
This will be over
If we stop getting
if
tested.
everybody stopped getting tested
Mm-hmm.
and just pretended like you have a cold or
Mhm.
the flu, like we did
Yeah.
for
Hundreds
thousands of years.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Nope.
get tested
Mm-hmm.
because the that testing tests positive for the cold,
Mm-hmm.
the flu, or the CV.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's facts.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
So if we stop getting tested,
Mm-hmm.
the numbers will go down.
Yeah.
They'll say nobody has it,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be over in like 2 weeks. You know how
Mhm.
they said shut down for 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
If you stop getting tested for 2 weeks, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
It is gone.
Okay, so the next slide. Okay, so then this afternoon, the news came out. We have our first official U.S. case of this new variant. And guess where it showed up at?
Probably San Francisco or New York.
It showed up in California.
California. There you go. You know,
Yeah,
because that's a good shill state for everything to get started.
to get started in. So,
That or New York, I
Mhm.
figured. you
so
know.
a man who had traveled from West Africa to
Yeah.
there on the 19th, he tested positive on the 29th.
Yeah, but the thing is, what I'm hearing now, is first you heard, oh, it's so bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we all know it's nothing, right? But then now they're saying, well, it's not that bad. It's just
Mhm.
like, just light symptoms. It's really nothing to
Yeah.
worry about.
This gentleman had light symptoms. He had been vaccinated too, so.
Here's another fun fact.
Mhm.
The 4 people that they first found it in over in Africa were jibby jabbed.
No.
They were jibby jabbed. So
Yeah.
they weren't
Well, that's because it's a new variant, and
they
now
weren't
we gotta have
un-jibby jabbed.
we have to get a new jibby jab for this.
I'm just saying the people that had it
Mm-hmm.
were,
Mm-hmm.
and this guy was. So guess what?
Well, apparently, if you're jibby jabbed, you're supposed to get a booster in 6 months. And
stop
if you
it.
had
Stop.
if you had the J&J, you're supposed to get
Yeah,
a
yeah.
booster in 2 months.
Did you
Yeah.
did you see Fauci? They asked him something like somebody called him out a liar or whatever. He just goes, "Oh, that's ridiculous." He goes, you want to talk about somebody that's going to jail? How about you January 6 people? And he went, and he did some kind of weird like.
I'm gonna need to see that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find it.
Yeah, we'll have to find that
And he just started doing this weird.
thing with his mouth.
Yeah.
With the lizard.
It was weird, man. I'm telling Mark Dice or Salty or somebody had
it?
So
Oh.
I think one of those guys. That made me.
We're gonna have to get that. I like
yeah,
that.
that was funny as all get out, and
Mhm.
and he just acted all excited whenever he talked.
Yeah,
But
about
he's there to work with the the
Mhm.
TV. He's
Yeah.
not supposed to get political in any
Mhm.
way.
Yeah.
Boy, did he turn political real
Mhm.
quick. So we
He
know
did.
he's
We know.
deep state.
Well, we know what side he's on.
He's deep state,
know.
and he's pushing this whole thing.
Yeah.
Whether to make the big farmer lots of money
Yeah.
or to control us in our little cages
Yeah.
and to start the whole thing that I did on
Yeah.
the mass psychosis
Yeah. Mhm.
and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
we're not going to get
Yeah. Okay.
monetized on
Yeah.
this show
No.
for sure.
No.
All right.
So then yesterday we had a thing that went
Yeah.
down in Michigan.
What information
And-
do you have on that? Because I haven't had time to look at it at all today.
And well, the suspect is being quiet, but apparently the was bought at a Black Friday sale by his parents, and so we're gonna have some more slides. So they're thinking about charging the parents in this case.
Yeah.
So you
Well,
got that
All
going.
right.
on. But 4 people died.
You
and
said it.
in a
So
minute.
we got that going on.
Yeah, in a minute it's going to say 3 people died, but it was 4. So,
I heard
We have a
6. or
Did you?
something. Yeah, but okay, so only 4. But
as far as I know, unless 2 more died.
has it
Unless
been
2 more
big in
died.
the news? Have they sent like millions of reporters there, or is this hush so far?
I don't know.
Because I have my theories on
Yeah.
if it was not so big of news. It doesn't
Yeah.
fit their narrative.
Yeah, but I think they're going to use it because
Right.
they had trending something about do away with the.
Because there's already been, well, we said there was
Mhm.
going to be under this administration
Yes,
much more
of this going on.
in
Mhm.
schools.
Yeah.
And it has already.
Mhm. All right.
And but one guy, he went in there and they let him out on parole, man. Here,
Mhm.
so it must not be that big of a deal
Mhm.
to do that, because you can go in there. I'm not gonna say the K word,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
Yeah, and do stuff.
Yeah.
People are laying on the ground, right?
Mhm.
I'm not going to say any words, but they're on the
Mhm.
ground.
Mhm.
Next day or two,
They
bailed
got
out.
it. Yeah. Mhm.
Because it was, I don't know,
Okay. Go to the next slide. All right.
So is it something, or is it just a misdemeanor nowadays?
No, that
Okay.
was because of that incident was.
Because of that.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Mhm. So then we have an update on this, on the Rust thing that went down. And we have that the father of this person says that Hannah, whatever her last name is, Reed, admits she didn't check the gun too much. She didn't check the guns too much. So, and but then we also have what is his name? I'm sorry.
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, we have him coming out on a report and saying that he didn't pull the trigger.
Oh my God!
Just went off on its own. He didn't pull the trigger.
Yeah. Well, he's running for his life right now.
So that's his story. So.
He's running for his life.
I thought we'd keep you guys updated on the latest news.
Well, whatever. This. We talked about the girl already and the funky things that she was into with the inverted cross and all that demonic stuff, right? And devil worshiping and stuff like that. Well,
apparently she didn't take her job too seriously.
And we know that the director was right before this did a whale of a demonic show. And then, who knows what this movie was even about? I'm sure it had a demonic twist to it.
Yeah, we'll have to research that.
But,
find out what the movie was going to be about.
Do this kind of stuff. You dabble with people like that. When the girl's, she's clearly got issues if she's into all that wacky stuff. I think.
Yeah.
She would have.
Personal opinion.
I would not want somebody wearing devil clothes, on set. Just like I wouldn't go to a concert with a guy promoting, demonic stuff. And then guess what happened there?
Yeah.
10 people now are dead at
that other concert.
Yeah, that Astro World concert. So,
okay.
There you go. All right.
And then this is the slide I'm talking about. It said 3 had died, but it's 4. As far as I know, unless some more that were injured passed away. So, anyway, go to the next slide.
Okay. All right.
And then today, once they said that the variant was here in the United States, and we have the Dow Jones, it made an abrupt adjustment swing of 1,000 points. So it was up 500 points. It finished down 500 points. So it, within matters of minutes, it went. It was doing good, and then it went.
Listen to me. The way Australia has gone, that's how they want us.
Yeah.
And so far, we're still having rip-roaring good football games, and everybody has acted like no big deal, and everybody's fine.
Yeah.
And they're trying to scare us, and the evil ones are trying to get us back, to be little.
Yeah.
They want to get rid of us. They want to get rid of us.
All right. And then the next slide. Then we have that they may charge the parents of the suspect because he had bought the gun on Black Friday and that he used in the shooting. So yeah, so bizarre. Crazy. So go to the next slide. I think we're done.
So
I'm not sure.
We have Chris Campbell. Man. Yeah, I forgot about all this stuff.
By CNN from CNN because of the scandal that's going on with his brother. And so that's the headline on that.
Small scandal on his brother, not the big one where putting people in old.
That's a whole nother.
Which
scandal.
Made no sense. That was stupid. Like people that are the most vulnerable to pneumonia, that die the most from pneumonia, is where they were sticking the people.
Yeah.
With that are going to come down with things that cause pneumonia.
Right.
But that's a long story. But then his brother, we know that their dad was, deep politician, right? And we know they're part of the mob family. And one went down, and now the other one's going down. But another interesting twist there is CNN. Their main, how I've said, literally CNN is not paying their employees with,
advertising,
advertising, other from like pharmaceuticals,
ratings, or from ratings.
It's not because of ratings,
Right.
because they do everything possible, and they're shrinking. The Stelter is down to like under 600,000 viewers watching his show, which is ridiculous. On that, I mean, people on YouTube
Have that many
that have no staff at all get 600,000. So it's ridiculous. It makes no sense. So the one stockholder, the majority stockholder, is like, we got to change them, because he's actually wanting them to be successful. And he's like, man, but we know other countries are paying them, and the Democrats are paying, they're paying the wages and everything. So the stockholder goes, we got to get back to just regular news, man. We're dying. Nobody's watching us. Nobody trusts us anymore. And like, we knew that Cuomo, and he had no experience or anything like that, really. He just got in there because of his name and everything. But now he's gone, right? But it's this happened like a day after the main stockholder said we need to start getting rid of these people and back to
real news,
journalism. So that's a good thing if it ever did get to that, because I got to be honest, I had trouble working consciously, while Trump was running for, presidency, leading up there. They were trying everything in their power to knock him down. They were not doing journalistic work. They weren't showing anything positive that he was talking about. Just trying to throw him under the bus every second they could. All right. Do you want me to put something else?
I want you to see if there's any more slides.
Let's go to the next one.
No, we're back. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure, but there's a lot going on, because we have that trial going on. And so I didn't even touch on that today because I just didn't want to get into it yet.
Listen, there's a Comey, daughter, run, the prosecutor, and the judge was, put in there by Obama. And this is in the most, like, I don't know, jurisdiction or whatever. It's like, so I got the softball. Ghislaine Maxwell will go down for child trafficking. But all the people that have been down to that island and stuff like that won't be outed. This will be a one and done. Maybe somebody that helped her, maybe, or something like that might go down. But all the people my theory is they were taking politicians and people of power and stuff
so they
down
could
there.
So they could
videotape them, blackmail. Then they said, look, you got to pass this rule, this legislation, and you got to do this so that the world can control the United States, and all that stuff. So the powers that be with lots of money control the politicians, which control America, Australia, all these other countries.
Okay.
That's just my personal opinion. But because of the way it's already being run,
because of
it's
what
closed behind, so you can't hear any of the names and all that stuff. It's kind of closed doors. The people that are running it, she'll go down, and all the people that are that went there, that are blackmailed, that are still in power running our country, won't be outed, so they can still keep on doing nefarious stuff, because somebody still got all the tapes and everything. And are like, well, we still got it. We got you. We own you.
All right. So that's all we have for today. So you ready to get out of here?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay. So until next time, remember, do your own research and be prepared.